Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network and channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 121 on the N.A.R.C.N Network, and this is part 3 of episode 121, which is entitled How to Detach from a Narcissist. So the title of part 3 here is Keeping Evidence and Observing Closely. So when it comes to the point here where we realize we've got a narcissist in our midst, we're completely aware that this is what we're dealing with, and we're in a situation here either where we're dealing with somebody who's a spouse, a live-in partner, even if it's not a live-in partner, somebody else that you're dealing with, that you're dating or whatever. Of course, when it's somebody that you're just dating, you're not living with, this is a little bit easier to deal with because you can just shut that person down, cut that person off, and you don't have to deal with them at all, except for if they try to come back into your life and mess things up in some particular way, or they come back for a Hoover to try to, like, love bomb you or to do whatever it is they're doing. If they're not living with you and you're not in a cohabitational situation, you can literally cut them off, unless, of course, they show up at your doorstep, in which case, of course, you can always call law enforcement and have them removed, or put some type of notice on them to keep away from you or whatever. Often law enforcement departments have trouble enforcing these things here, but you can put a scare into a narcissist to keep them away from you. And if that particularly doesn't work, you can always get a restraining order to keep them away from you if that's the case, if you need to do that. But in the instance here that you're cohabitating with somebody or living with a spouse or something of this nature, one of the things you need to do now here that you're aware that you have a narcissist in your midst is keep evidence. Watch them very carefully. Keep logs of all the things that they do. Pay attention to all of their actions. Pay attention when they go out somewhere. Pay attention to everything that you can. And keep logged histories of all this stuff, in case you get in a situation where you might have to get entwined in something legal with this person in a divorce proceeding instance, or even if it's somebody you live with who's claiming anything might be going on, or they're making up stories or whatever. Narcissists are known to be liars. They're known to invent things. They're known to invent situations. Keep great amounts of evidence as to what's going on. Keep all your messenger evidence. Keep all your phone text evidence. Tape your phone conversations if you can. Do that. Whatever you have here that is beneficial for you to defend yourself if that narcissist puts you in a position where they claim that you did something or that something happened that didn't. The more evidence that you have, the better. I cannot say how important this is to keep evidence for your own self-protection in case the narcissist decides to try to pull something funny on you. In this instance, so keep evidence. Keep all kinds of evidence. Keep as much evidence as you possibly can when you're dealing with a narcissist. And again, speak to people around you. Talk to your family. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that you're dealing with a narcissist. Let very close friends know that this may be going on so that you have some backup. Often friends will support you. Often family will support you too. One of the problems that we do sometimes have is that with narcissists often paint a beautiful portrait of themselves to your families, and the families don't ever see the true evil that you're actually dealing with, because the narcissist is not presenting that true self to those people around them. It's often only you who gets to see this in the shadows. Out in public, narcissists are a different person. They're completely different than they are with you in private. And this often makes it difficult for other people outside of your relationship to understand the hell or how bad it is in your things that you're actually dealing with a narcissist. But I would say here, and I would implore you guys, You know, be very detailed. Keep history logbooks of times and things and dates and things went on with that narcissist. Keep all kinds of evidence in messenger form, in text form, whatever it is that you can. Anything that you may need in case you get into trouble with this narcissist. This is all beneficial if you want to try to detach from the narcissist and make some type of clean break. In some upcoming episodes here, we're going to talk about how to make some clean breaks from the narcissist if you're dealing with a spouse. Again, if you're dealing just with a live-in partner and you're not married, formally married or anything like this, it's much easier to get away and get out of a situation. You may have to take time to get out of your living situation with that narcissist. But of course, when you're dealing with a married person, this may be much more difficult and may take some time. It may take even a few years to extricate yourself completely from dealing with that person. But we'll go into how to do these things and what exactly to do here in some future episodes coming up in episode 121. But for now, I just wanted to make you guys aware that if you are dealing with a narcissist, it's super important to watch them very carefully and to keep evidence. These are two things you need to do when you're trying to detach from a narcissist. It's very important, and you will be glad that you did all these things in the end when you have to deal with a narcissist. So take my advice. Please follow these directions carefully and do whatever you can to follow these 2 steps. So this was episode 121 part 3. I'm going to say stay tuned for episode 121 part 4. It will be coming up very shortly here. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you soon in some upcoming videos.